Today we are at EPCOT with just a little over a month left of Food and Wine to find the absolute best food and drinks that you can put in your mouth. Not what is the most hyped, not what is the most popular, not what is the most new, not what is the most exciting. We are here to find what is the best things that you can eat at EPCOT Food and Wine. Hey everybody, it's Chase with American Vintage Adventures again, and today we are at EPCOT to do our favorites of food and wine. This is not about what is the most popular. This is not about what is the most Instagrammable. This isn't even about the newest things. We are on a mission today to give you the absolute best tasting, no BS, just the absolute best tasting things that you should come and eat and drink here at EPCOT's Food and Wine Festival. Now, there's just a little over a month left in this festival, so you still have time to get here and try everything that we're going to have today. And trust me, I will not steer you wrong. This isn't some kind of paid promotion. This isn't anything like that. This is me being honest with you about what just downright tastes good. So come with me. Let's go find everything that is great to eat here at Food and Wine. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, we are starting off my favorites, my best of the Food and Wine Festival right over here at Flavors of Fire, and we are doing it with the corned beef. Now, this corned beef is smoked corned beef, house-made potato chips with beer cheese fondue, and it also has cheese curds on it and pickled onions with the house-made chips. It is one of the best things that you can eat here, and we're going to try it in just a second. But I've paired it up with the Bonfire Brew, which is a special beer that is available at Flavors of Fire. The two go perfectly together, and we're going to try them right now. You got to get one chip with everything. Absolutely one of the best things that you can eat here. The house-made chips are crunchy. They hold up to the beer cheese fondue, and the cheese curds and the pickled onions give a nice little crunch and acidity in there. I mean, the salt thing is perfect. The corned beef itself is cooked to perfection. You taste those flame roasted flavors in there. It is one of the best things that you can get here. Cut through all the BS. Doesn't matter if it's new or not. It's what tastes good, and that's what we're after today. And this tastes good, and it gets washed down with the Bonfire Brew. Okay. The Bonfire Brew is a very craft dark ale, but it is not heavy. It fools you into thinking it's heavy, but it's light. It goes perfect with all the roasted meats and the flavors of this dish. Pair those two together, and I promise you, you will have one of the best things that you can eat at Food and Wine. I'm going to eat it, and then we're going to continue on. All right, next up on our list of the very best things that you can eat here at Food and Wine brings us over to Wine and Wedge for the Southern Pimento cheese. Now, being a Southerner, pimento cheese is something that's very near and dear to me. So for me to put this on this list, you know it has to be right. It is homemade pimento cheese with bread and butter pickles, pickled vegetables, and grilled bread. So I am looking forward to eating this again. This is definitely one of the best things that you can eat here. Let's try it. We are going to just go right in there. Get a little bit with some pickled vegetable on there. Here we go. Got some spice to it. Don't let the consistency throw you off, Southerners. It's not a super thick pimento cheese, so it's not like the palmetto cheese that you might buy in the store or with the really thick shredded cheese in it. But it's also not that like dollar pimento cheese that comes in the little plastic things with the processed cheese in it. The consistency is somewhere between those, but with fresh ingredients. It's got some nice spice to it. Goes with that charred bread that is still soft but crunchy. Absolutely perfect. It is only $5.75. It is one of the best things that you can eat here at Food and Wine. No BS, just good food. You should come and try it. I'm gonna eat it and then we'll continue on. All right, the next thing on our list of the best things that you can eat here at Food and Wine is going to be controversial because it is something that you can get anytime at one of the restaurants here. And like I said when this video started, this is not about what's new, what's hot, what's Instagrammable, what everybody's covering, what everybody's talking about. This is about what is the absolute best tasting food that you can eat here at Food and Wine. So if we're going to talk seriously about what is the best tasting food, there's a reason that you can always get this item any time of the year at the restaurant, and every time the festival comes, this item comes back because it is good and it is good to eat. And I am talking about over here in Canada, I am talking about the bacon, beer, cheese, cheddar soup with the fresh piece of pretzel bread. And it is like heaven on earth. And you can always find it at Le Cellier for sure. And it comes back every year at these festivals. But that's because when something works, you don't change it. This is great food. Give it a try. I'm going to try some right now.
What's that?
Rich, creamy. You taste all that cheese. You got that bacon flavor. I mean, it is just real close to the perfect soup. If you've never been to Le Cellier, you can get it there. You can get it at Canada here during Food and Wine. I firmly believe that it is one of the best things that you can eat here. So it is on my list, and I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to use this pretzel bread to help me along because that just adds to the deliciousness. I'll see you later. All right, on our quest for the best foods here at Food and Wine, we are going to take a little sweet turn over here in Ireland with the chocolate pudding cake, and we're going to get a little adult on you here with the Bailey's Guinness shake with chocolate shavings on top. The cake is a pudding cake with chocolate, and it has a vanilla custard put on top. We're gonna try it right now. Light and rich, not super sweet. I mean, the flavors go together. The texture is perfect. You can eat this and not be too miserable to eat anything else because, like I said, it's not super sweet and it's not really heavy. It's really light as air when you eat it. It is the perfect little dessert over here. One of my favorite desserts that they ever have at Food and Wine. And I love a good Guinness. If you guys follow me, you know I love Guinness, and you know that I love things like spiked coffees and mudslides. This combines them both. You get this cool little souvenir glass. It's $12.50. It's got Guinness. It's got Bailey's Irish cream. It's a shake. It's got fresh chocolate shavings in the top. How can you beat that? I could drink 10 of these and be in a whole lot of trouble. Instead, I'm going to drink this one and eat my cake, and then we'll see you later. All right, so a couple of things about this list. Number one, this isn't like a top 10 list. I didn't sit down and say, let's do top 5, top 10. I didn't do anything like that. I haven't paid attention to what anybody else likes or doesn't like. I sat down and I just made a list of what I thought was the absolute best tasting food and drinks here. And as a result of that, I may have listed too many things to eat in one day. If so, I'll let you know at the end. But I am going to make it my mission to eat and drink as many of them as possible with you here today. Right now, we are on to our next one, and you'll see it when I see it. The next stop on our best food tour here brings us over to Brazil for the pão de queijo, which is the cheese bread. It's very similar to the cheese bread on the secret menu at Skipper Canteen, except for here you don't have that delicious chimichurri to push it in, but it's just a small bite. It's $5. It's 2 pieces of this Brazilian cheese bread with garlic and dough, and it's so soft and so much cheese in there, so much. If you don't like cheese and garlic and bread, you won't like it. If you do, you will love it. It tastes like the best stuffed crust on a stuffed crust pizza that you ever could imagine. That's what it tastes like. It's $5. You get 2 of them, easily shareable, easily on our best tasting food at the Food and Wine Festival. I'm going to enjoy it, and I'll catch you later. So good. Tangerine Cafe. Let's go. That right for you. Thank you. You enjoy. Our next stop, as I mentioned, is right here at the Tangerine Cafe over in Morocco. And when you want to talk about flavorful things that are great to eat, things that are delicious to put in your mouth, you have to come over and try the stone-baked Moroccan flatbread with the hummus and the 2 other dipping sauces. I think it's a zoug sauce. I can't pronounce the sauces. I'll put them up here to show you. So there are your 2 sauces. They have cilantro in their base, so if you don't like cilantro, you may not like them. One's more spicy than the other. And then you have a traditional hummus, which is good for people who aren't quite as adventurous yet. But the bread is so puffy, flaky, perfect with these sauces. I cannot wait. All right, we're going to start with the traditional hummus. First of all, you can tell that's fresh made hummus. And then the bread. Sometimes simple foods and simple flavors done extremely well can beat anything complex that you can put together, and that is the case here with this bread and the hummus. Let's try some of the other sauces. That one definitely has more kick, lots of flavor, just like a flavor explosion in your mouth. So good. You get the cilantro, garlic on the back end. It's kind of like a spicy garlic. It is so good. My eyes are like crazy because it's like, so good. It is so good. All right, let's try the last one.
I have like an extra. That's the one that keeps it on tight.
Much more cilantro floored. A much more recognizable flavor if you're not adventurous. Oh, so good. It's hard to pick a winner. I like spicy, so I lean towards spicy, and then the classic hummus is so good. I'm gonna sit here, take my time, and enjoy it. It looks like it's about to rain. I'm under shelter here at the Tangerine Cafe. I'm gonna eat and have a good time. We are continuing our adventure here to get the best food at Food and Wine. Got stuck in Tangerine Cafe because of a sudden amount of liquid sunshine pouring down from the sky. Right now we ventured out. It's sprinkling a little bit, so I'm going to try to finish this off before the skies open back up again, which looks like it's going to happen anytime soon here. And yeah, hopefully I don't get too wet while getting really full on some great food. Now, even on my list, occasionally there will be something new that might be kind of trendy that shows up, but no BS. If it's on my list, it's because it tastes damn good. And you guys know that I'm a sucker for Mudslide, spiked coffees, and all of that. And Joffrey's has a new nutty caramel, basically Mudslide type cold brew, and you can get this non-alcoholic or you can get it spirited with peanut butter liqueur, which of course I did, for $14.99. The non-alcoholic version is $6.49. It is super good, super sweet, sweeter than I normally drink coffee, but when you add that liqueur in there, it's a nice little adult beverage treat that has some caffeine to pick you up and some liqueur to keep you loose. All right, on to the next. This definitely deserves a spot on the list. All right, finally up on our list here at the end. I have made it over to Germany. You guys know that I love the Germany Pavilion. I love the stores over here. I love everything about it. The beers, the food, and I have gotten the pasta gratin. I'm gonna try. They couldn't pronounce it at the booth. It's like chicken noodle, chicken noodling. Yeah, probably not even close, but I gave it my best effort. It is like a pasta, potatoes au gratin with ham and onions and cheese, and it is so good. They bring it back every time for a reason. You should get it. It is one of my favorite things to eat here. It is definitely on the best food that you can eat here at Food and Wine. Is definitely on that list. I'm gonna try some right now. I mean, I know what it tastes like, but I can't wait to eat it. All right, you got to get a good bite.
You would really like this bite, so
it's like a baked macaroni and cheese with ham and onions. That's the best way to describe it. Like a casserole like that. And it's just good, old style comfort food. There's no BS. That's what we're out here today for. No BS, just good food. There's nothing fancy about it. It just tastes good. It'll fill you up, stick to your ribs, and it definitely has a place on our list of the best foods that you can eat here at Food and Wine. To wrap up the day, I can't think of a better way to wrap it up except for to eat it, and then I'll come back and say goodbye in just a minute. All right, adventurers, I hope you've enjoyed this trip to find what I consider to be the best foods, no BS, that you can eat here at Food and Wine Festival at EPCOT. If I have a chance, you might see that it's darker when I put a couple of the other foods in. I'm having to go ahead and say goodbye now in case this storm behind us hits over here and I can't finish this, but there's a couple more things on my list. If I can get them in, I will. So that might be why it looks darker, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you goodbye right now. All of these things, I'm not going to pick a favorite. If I had to pick a favorite off of this list, it would absolutely kill me to do it. Favorite drink is probably the Guinness Bailey Shake, and the favorite savory food.
That's not round.
Oh gosh, I mean, that's like asking me to pick between my children. I absolutely loved the corned beef, the fire roasted corned beef with the cheese curds over at Flavors of Fire. And I absolutely always loved the soup and the noodles au gratin at Canada and Germany. So good. Desserts, I mean, you cannot beat that chocolate pudding cake in Ireland. So many good things. If it's on this list, it's because it's good. It shouldn't even be ranked. There should be like 1A, 1A, all the way down. It's so good. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope it helps you really. You know, I know a lot of people cover this, and you get a chance to see a lot of people cover it, and you're not sure, do they really like it, or are they saying they like it? These are things that I actually like and want to eat, not just to cover for the channel. These are things I want to eat, and I think you'll want to eat them too if you try them. So come on out. You got a little over a month left here at Food and Wine. Come give them a try. Like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Talk to me down in the comments. It really does help the channel. And until next time, this is Chase with American Vintage Adventures saying have a great AVA day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.